Get a gator that will get you where you need to go. Something you can get in and go with plenty of space. Be ready to tackle any terrain, large or small. When you choose Reynolds, you choose reliability. The guaranteed great customer experience and relationship from the moment you walk in. Come in and see for yourself or visit reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
During Army basic training, I found out I had 7 herniated discs. Prescription pain medication led me to a heroin addiction. I entered Wheeler's program and learned life on God's terms.
After meeting Greg, I was so impressed, I hired him. When you change that one life, it makes it all worthwhile.
Now, I have a family, house, and a job that I love. At Wheeler, you can have something everlasting.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all the reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
You want a piece of equipment you can trust, one that's easy to use. No matter the size of the job, you want to create a feeling worthwhile, something you can use for every job. For over 60 years, Reynolds has been a community staple, ensuring our customers powerful implements and top quality care and service. You need something that's in it for the long haul. Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer, today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Just working with our company, you're going to get to work with a lot of bright individuals.
Everyone is open and ready to help you, and definitely big on advocating for making sure that you succeed and reach your potential.
Everyone's goal is the same, to make the best products that we can for our clients and make sure that it is everything and more that it could be.
What's kept me here? Our culture. We're genuinely a very great group of people. Everyone's just always willing to lend a hand.
When I have a suggestion or a concern and I voice it, leadership actually hears me.
As a consultancy, every person has a role and has something to bring to the table. There's just a lot of opportunities here if you're up for the challenge.
Jump on board, be part of the fun ride, because we're going places.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with the blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there, it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN. This means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Hey Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Anderson University for the men's HCAC basketball championship matchup. Today, it'll be the Grizzlies of Franklin College. They enter this contest at 20-7 after they beat Rose-Hulman last night in the semifinals, 66-63, and they'll be taking on the Ravens of Anderson University, the number 1 seed in the tournament. They come into this one at 22-5. They beat Hanover last night in the semifinal, 84-69. This championship matchup brought to you this afternoon by Reynolds Farm Equipment. Reynolds Farm Equipment is the leading equipment dealer and has been since 1955. Boilermaker Local 374, representing highly skilled and motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication in Indiana. Wheeler Mission, for over 131 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community. Bertner Electric, your trusted electrician partner since 1986. The Morales Group, they're in business to create a better future for you and your family. Piper Logistics, your trusted logistics partners since 1994. Aspen Creek Grill. Why go anywhere else for delicious food? The largest selection made from scratch and very affordable. Highway Safety Services. Over 60 years combined experience in traffic control and pavement markings in Indiana. And the IndianaSRN sports page. Follow the sports page daily. High school, college, pro sports, coast to coast. Log on to IndianaSRN.org and click on the sports page tab. Great to have you with us. Championship Saturday. The winner will advance to the NCAA Division III Championship. The loser will end their season and think about next year. These two teams have played twice this season, both games belonging to Anderson. The first time they met was back on December the 4th. Anderson won that game 99-85. Anderson led by 22 at the half. They scored 52 points in the first half. Malachi Archie led the way for Franklin with 18 points. Tate Ivanyo, who is the player of the year in the HCAC, he had 29 points. Bryce Williams, he scored 26 points. Anderson ended up shooting 52% from the floor and 37% from three-point range. And for Franklin, they shot only 42% in the contest. And they, by the way, did outscore Anderson in bench points 50-21. And Franklin made the most of their turnover points. They had 27 points from turnovers in that loss. Two teams met again on January 22nd. Anderson won that contest 77-62. Jesse Morgan leading Franklin with 14 points. Tate Ivanyo had 22 points in the win. It was not a great shooting afternoon for either one of these two teams, as Franklin shot just 37%, only 23% from three-point range. And for Anderson, they shot 40% on the day, 31% from three-point range. Anderson defensively, though, they were stellar. They had 16 steals. Rod Davidson ended up with 6 steals in that contest. Now, let's go back to last night. Anderson beat Hanover 84-69. And in that win, Anderson was led by Tate Ivanyo, 21 points. Axel Levy had 13. Rob Davidson finished with 12. Kenny Troutman had 12. And Bryce Williams also finished with 12 on the night. For this Franklin College team in their win over Rose-Hulman, and it was a battle right down to the very end. They were led in scoring. Flanagan had 19, Samples 13, King 11, and Morgan had 9 points. They shot 41% in that contest. Rose-Hulman was held to 44%. Troy Derengowski with you along with Coach Keith Myers. We've been recapping a little bit about these two teams over the first two games and in the semifinals last night. All indications are Anderson, the number one seed, should win this game. They've won 2 games already this year against Franklin. But, Coach, you know, it's the old cliche, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in 1 year.
You know, someone told me that, and I believe that.
I never beat a team 3 times.
I didn't. I've been in a couple state championships that I was afraid that team would advance and we would have to play them. Unfortunately, in the 2 I've won, that didn't happen. But it is hard because everything that you know, they know.
Yeah.
You've been watching them all week long because you assume that you both were going to get here. So both coaches' staff, you know, the walkthroughs this morning and the walkthrough this afternoon, they stress defense today because these teams can score 85, 90, 100. We've seen that this year. I think if you can keep the team down to 70, you probably might win this thing.
Yeah.
But both teams are very, very well talented. Both universities are rich of basketball heritage, if you would. It should be a lot of fun.
When we come back, we're going to talk about the key players to watch in this championship game. That's coming up next, right here on HCAC.TV.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back here at Anderson University, let's talk a little bit about this Grizzlies basketball team. They have won this year 20 games. Chris Hamilton is their head coach, 45-34. His record at Franklin, he's got him in the championship game, and they got some very stellar players.
They have some great players. Lynn King averaging 11.6 a game. Brandon Flanagan 1.4 points a game. Cooper Matthews at 11.3. Jesse Morgan, the third, 11.1, and I'm sorry, Cody Samples at 10.9. So they're very well balanced. They're unselfish. They lead the league in rebounding. That will be a factor here.
By the way, Braden Flanagan is shooting at 42.6% from three-point range, and Lynn King averaging nearly 8 rebounds, 2 of the leaders in the HCAC. But they're going to have to find a way to play defense because there's no doubt about it, the Ravens have some guys that can score, led by the all-HCAC Player of the Year, Tate Ivano.
Tate does it all. 20.6 a game, third in the HCAC, 7.3 rebounds a game, 2.5 assists, 1.9 steals, and he does make popcorn, I hear, during the break.
Good. And it probably makes it well.
Yep.
Bryce Williams averaging 14 points, and, of course, Kenny Troutman at 12.5. Rob Davidson, the Defensive Player of the Year in the HCAC, 11.7 points per game, 7.4 rebounds. That young man right there averages 3 steals per game. The last time in one of their 2 matchups they got together, he had 6 steals. You want a defensive stopper, that'll be the guy right there. And Rob Davidson, we know where he went to high school.
Yeah, Indianapolis Chittard, his head coach is the head coach that coached him is here today. Coach Roseman stopped by and said hi, and very excited for that young man. That young man worked very, very hard to be where he's at.
Well, these two teams have battled. They know each other well. If you look at the rosters, they have played against each other over the last several years. They've also played against each other in the high school ranks. So they know each other as well as anybody. Coach, there's no mystery here today.
One thing I love about this conference is almost like everybody knows everybody because you play everybody twice. You respect both teams, and you respect both coaches. It's just a lot of fun to watch this game.
All right, when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups, the tip-off. It's coming up in a few moments. Anderson, again, their head coach, Carter Collins, the coach of the year, will be leading the Ravens at 22-5. Franklin College, the Grizzlies, they are 20-7, led by Chris Hamilton. We'll have the starters next here on HCAC.TV.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Welcome back to Anderson University, the men's championship matchup here on HCAC.TV.
Women's championship game just getting done. Transy wins 69-62 over MSJ. Congratulations to Transylvania.
All right, it is time for the starting lineups for this championship matchup. We go to our public address announcer. Coach, break it down. Keys to this one.
Relax.
I am relaxed. Oh, you mean them.
Relax. It's your third time playing. Relax. You can't win it in the first half. Stop fouling. Don't reach. Don't let the officials win this game for you.
Okay.
Then limit your turnovers, get the most rebounds, and score the most points than the other team.
You only need one more, right?
Only need one.
All right.
As Tony Hinkle taught me long ago, it tells you how old I am. You got to put the ball in the hole to win.
Most of the time you do, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Flanagan, Samples, King, Morgan, Matthews for Franklin. Anderson with Ivanyu, Davidson, Laby, Troutman, and Williams. We go all alternate uniforms today, road uniforms for Franklin. I know that Anderson plays in the orange a lot, so we have dark uniforms both ways. Tip will be won by Franklin. We are underway here from Anderson.
Zone.
Samples with the basketball. He and Matthews play a lot out front. This is Lynn King, turnover number 1 by Franklin. Again, that defense will be key today for the Ravens. They can score, but can they stop Franklin here this afternoon? Ivanyo, one-on-one, up and under. Got to go. Nice move by Tate Ivanyo. Out of Morgan Township High School. Franklin, I would imagine, Coach, has to really feel at this stage, after losing twice, they've got to find a way to make sure that one's off the glass and good by Lynn King.
Banks are open.
That they don't fall behind big early like they did in the earlier game.
The key word is big.
Yeah, because they got down by 22
yes, they
at
did.
halftime, and they cannot do that here today. May not have enough firepower to do so. Shot clock down to 13. Ball deep in the corner now to Laby. Here the crowd now starting to count out. 6-5 and a foul call. Ivanyo goes down and a whistle against the Grizzlies. Foul will be called against Cooper Matthews. He was an HCAC honorable mention player during the regular season, but here is your player of the year. And he'll be there for 3. And the Cardinals' sin on that one, Coach, you never foul the jump shooter in three-point range. And you don't foul this guy.
Not the player of the year.
Averaging 20.6 points per game. By the way, the Ravens are 14-1 at home this season, so they've been almost perfect.
Wow, that's a nice little record at home. At least I had that going in my coaching.
Me too. I don't even think we played that many games at home. Here's the second or third, I should say. So now 5 now for Ivanyo. The only loss came to Rose-Hulman on February the 8th, 85-77. 3-point lead. Grizzlies basketball, as you mentioned, against that zone. Second turnover already for Franklin. As Williams brings it across the timeline. Ivanyo on the drive. The kick. The 3 is up and good. Kenny Troutman out of Ben Davis High School.
What you like the movement that Anderson is doing early.
2 turnovers, though, have killed Franklin early as well. Quick release in the corner, no good, as Flanagan can't get it to fall, and the lead pass stolen away. First turnover by Anderson. Bench points will be big for Franklin. It's been big in their first 2 matchups so far this season. See when Franklin will go to that bench. Samples, they'll work it inside now to Morgan. The kick out, King for 3, no. Rebound goes out of bounds, last touched by Cooper Matthews, and the Ravens are going to go to their bench early.
You knew that this is what they do.
Yeah.
They just keep on bringing it to you.
Nolan Swan will check in. He's out of Tipton High School, averages 11.2 points per game as Franklin shows some full court pressure. Elisha Moore checking in as well. He's out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. The drive, the kick, Ivanyo shot fake, pull up 3, got it. Gonna have to stay on your feet against him. Lead at 9. And you feel the momentum right now, all for the Ravens.
Yes, sir.
Good look here at Lynn King. The kick out. Samples for 3. Quiets the crowd for the moment.
Needed that one, didn't they?
Samples out of South Ripley, an HCAC honorable mention player there for Franklin College. So Anderson leads it by 6. Good look at 22, Bryce Williams, averaging 14 per game. Missed it, tip up, no. As Marco Beverly has checked in the lineup, almost had the putback. Beverly out of his hometown, Anderson, Indiana. Lead stays at 6. Kick in the corner now to Flanagan, guarded there by Ivanyo.
Boy, they get on you quick, don't they? They don't give you time to set.
Entry to King, turnaround shot, no good.
Nice.
Rebounded by Morgan. Morgan double teamed in the lane, lost it, third turnover. Lead pass, Ivanyo back the other way, stripped out of his hands. He thought he was fouled. The Anderson crowd thought he was fouled as well, and they did get the call. So that'll put Tate Ivanyo at the line. 3 for 3 already here in the first half. Foul be called on Samples, his first. Anderson with 2 players named to the All-HCAC team. One of those Ivanyo, the other one Bryce Williams out of Fishers. Coming in now for Franklin would be Will Spellman. He is out of Center Grove High School. Franklin will not go that deep when I talk about the amount of minutes off their bench, though. At least they haven't so far in the HCAC tournament.
Tate has 11.
Good start for Ivanyo. Malachi Archie is also checked in now for Franklin. He's out of Park Tudor High School. That is Archie on the drive. Got caught up in the lane. Good ball moved to the outside. The three's going to be missed. The rebound by Williams, and then Williams gets fouled in the backcourt. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 13-5 Ravens.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Seats are starting to fill up here at Anderson University, and a good start for the Ravens. Tate Ivanyo, as you mentioned, 10 points, and he just is a player. I mean, there's no other way to explain it. He just is a basketball player.
I kind of like his discipline as well.
Yeah.
He knows he can score, but he's looking for his teammates as well.
They have 5 players, speaking of the Ravens, that average double figures, including this man, Bryce Williams. Nice crossover down the lane. Contact, no whistle there. Here come the Grizzlies. This will be Samples. We'll dump it behind now to Archie. Defense got back in time there for the Ravens. That is Samples. The entry. Back to Samples, down low to Spellman, stripped out of his hands and a foul call against the Ravens. Nolan Swan picks up his first. That'll put Spellman at the line. As we mentioned, he's out of Center Grove High School, only averages 1.3 points per game. Change again for Franklin. They will bring Lynn King back in. And that means we'll also see 31 come in for Anderson, Axel Laby. Laby out of Champaign, Illinois. Second free throw now by Spellman. And he has now surpassed his game average. Press put on by the Grizzlies. They're down by 6. That is Ivanyo in the backcourt. He'll bring it up against Lynn King. King is a second-teamer in the HCAC. The drive down the lane, ball loose in the corner. Anderson will keep it for the moment. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. They'll say that Anderson touched it last. That's their second turnover. It went off the fingertips of Elisha Moore.
No hesitation by the official. I love it.
Will Spellman said something to Elisha Moore, got a smile out of Moore, because I think the Spellman probably said, we touched it.
We touched it.
Still a 6-point lead. Spellman outside now to Archie. Got to get Flanagan going. He has not scored, but he's not in the lineup right now, but he has not scored yet for Franklin. The three on the release, up and good. Cooper Matthews.
Well, they didn't panic. They stayed back right in it.
Only down by 3. They were down by 9 moments ago. It'll be Anderson basketball. The drive down the lane, the kick by Troutman. Another pass and the miss by Ivanyo from 3.
That's a rare miss.
Yeah, he's not missed a whole lot here in the first half so far. Coming up on 14 minutes in the first half. 4th turnover now by Franklin on a careless pass. So now the Ravens back the other way. 3 on the way is no good from the right side. As coming up empty for Anderson was Levy. Chance to tie right here for Franklin. In the corner. Samples. Nope, that's going to be, it'll be Samples for 3.
And we're tied.
That's his second 3. He has 6. So they have come back from 9 down here in the first half.
You got to feel pretty confident now that you can do this.
Ivanyo may have gotten away with a carry. Here is King for 3. Up and good. Take that back. It's going to be Troutman. Troutman has 6. Lead back to 3 now for the Ravens.
He made 2 big shots last night, Troy, to put them over the top.
Here's a 3 by Archie. No good. Ivanyo high for the rebound. Took it away from Elisha Moore.
Here comes 3 more of Anderson's ready to check in.
This is Ivanyo. Stops on the baseline. Looks for an opening. The kick out will find Troutman. Shot clock at 14. We haven't had to worry about the shot clock yet. Ivanyo backs his man down. Draws the double team. Throws in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Back to Ivanyo. Forces it up. Missed it. And the rebound pulled down by Malachi Archie. And we have a foul in the backcourt. That'll go against Anderson. They got Rob Davidson for his first. Only the second team foul on the Ravens. Anderson will bring in Jalen Bullock. Give him a little size inside. He is out of Gary, Indiana. So a chance again for Franklin to tie this ball game in the first half.
Flanagan came checking back into the ball game for Franklin.
And they need him to score. Shot's going to be missed. Rebounded by Spellman. Off that miss by Matthews. Oh boy, that's going to be a turnover there. Yep. King went up and down. 5th turnover on Franklin. You know, that's really not a bad play if you can get away with it, right?
If you can get away with it.
Yeah. Here's Williams. Turns it over. 3rd turnover now by Anderson. Franklin quickly the other way. The release. Shot's no good by Flanagan. And the rebound there by Swan.
Flanagan was on target. Just might have rested a little bit.
Swan will wait. Get some help. Ivanyo down in the baseline. If he gets double teamed, it's the norm. The kick in the corner. Here's a 3 on the way. No good. Offensive rebound. Put back good off the glass by Williams off the miss. In the corner that time by Davidson.
And now it's back to a 5-point lead.
So now Grizzlies basketball. An exclusive zone so far by Anderson. Still Flanagan has not scored in the ball game. We have a tie-up between Davidson and Archie. Davidson went to Bishop Chatard. Archie went to Park Tudor. They know each other well. Timeout on the floor.
calling officials cheaters or corrupt, insulting referees,
threatening officials,
berating young umpires, learning the ropes,
violent language in the stands,
screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Well, Franklin has battled back from a 9-point deficit, but Tate Ivanyo's been quiet over the last few minutes, Coach. He had 10 at her last time out. He's still at 10 points, but the Ravens still hold a 5-point lead.
I think the team in blue don't want to hear from him anymore tonight.
No. They'd be glad if he just decided to take the night off.
Yeah, why don't you take the night off?
Ravens have gone deep into their bench. Their defense will wear you down. They will chase, but Franklin's been the one that's been pressing early, though it is a very soft press. This is more to just try to get that shot clock down a little bit and force them to force up a shot.
I'd like to see him take at least 7 or 8 seconds off the shot clock.
Bryce Williams, 14-point score. High post here to Bullock. Handoff, Ivanyo off the screen. Missed it. He knew he missed it from the very beginning of the shot.
Went after it, though, didn't he?
He did. Samples across the timeline. Here's Flanagan, deep three, off the front of the rim. Rebound put back good as Jesse Ferris is checked into the game out of Ben Davis High School. Lead back to 3.
Flanagan seems like he's pushing himself. Little pressing.
A lot of reaching going on there, no whistle. Powering his way into the lane and then having it stripped away as Bullock turns it over for the 4th time. Here they come the other way. Grizzlies basketball. Shots missed by Samples. Rebounded by Davidson. Ravens basketball.
Nice job by Davidson blocking out there, getting a rebound.
I don't think we need a shot clock, Coach. They're not using it.
They're not going to.
Turnaround shot on the way, no good by Swan. And the rebound pulled down by Ferris.
If it gets down to 10, it should be the shot clock violation.
I agree. Or save electricity and just shut it off. In the corner is King. King gets it back, fires the 3 and got it.
5 on the night. And now we're tied again for the 2nd time.
So Anderson had a close game last night, Coach. They pulled that out in the 2nd half. A lot of contact and a foul call against Franklin. Looks like they will get Flanagan for his first. I know you and I were following both the semifinals last night. That second game was a battle there for Franklin.
The doozy, wasn't it?
Win.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anderson, it took him a half, but then pulled away in the 2nd half. But congratulations to all 4 teams for being here.
Tied at 18. It'll be Ravens basketball off the inbound. Ivanyo trying to go one-on-one against Lynn King. That's actually going to be Jesse Morgan. Here is Williams on the drive. Davidson down low, contact, no whistle, and coming away with it will be Lynn King, and we'll head the other way. Chance now for Franklin to take the lead.
Might have been a little physical down here.
We'll let him play a little bit. So now Franklin will find Samples between the circles. Drive, stops at the free throw line. Entry pass to Morgan. Morgan, the kick out to King. Shot fake, 3 on the way, no good. Long rebound by Samples. He'll get it back from Flanagan. In the corner for 3, in and out. Rebounded by Morgan. Another chance. Morgan stops, gives it off now to Samples. Lost it. 6th turnover. 2-on-1 break. Back the other way. Reverse layup good by Williams, and he's fouled.
Felt the contact and slowed down so the contact could catch up with him. That's a great play. Look at this. Slows down right there. Felt the contact. It helps that you fall down.
It does. 2nd foul on Flanagan. And at the line will be Bryce Williams. And he missed it.
Wow.
They don't miss many of those. That's her first miss of the night. still leading it by 2 with 8:42 to go in the first half. By the way, Coach Collins brought the other 4 players over to the bench to talk to them during that free throw attempt. Good look here at Samples. Shot clock down to 10. The kick out. Samples back inside to Ferris. Ferris got tied up. Jump ball.
Good call.
Leby stole it from him. We're going to stay here, but Franklin will lose the possession arrow. That'll be their 7th turnover.
I don't know if you needed to put the ball on the floor there.
Yeah.
Keep that ball high.
Cooper Matthews back in, out there for Franklin, and also coming back in will be Will Spellman. So Ferris will sit down.
Shot clock's at 2.
They'll have to hurry.
Off
the back, and then we got a whistle and a foul called. What a smart play off the inbound there for Franklin. Leby picks up the foul. You can't turn your back on the inbounder because most of them will throw it off your back and then come in and get it. And Flanagan on the board for the first time.
Was that Flanagan that did that?
Yeah.
That's his dad's coaching.
It is.
He played for his dad.
But he has his mom's athleticism.
There you go.
Second free.
You said that. Coach Flanagan, he said that, not me.
Flanagan with his first 2. We're tied at 20. More fans coming in to watch this championship matchup, and so far it's a good one. Ivanyo, the kick. Davidson will get it back in the corner from Williams. Davidson drives.
Oh.
He got bumped and still managed to score.
The strength that he has picked up over the year is incredible.
Averages 11.7. He was the Defensive Player of the Year in the conference. Lead back to 2. Franklin basketball. Lynn King outside to Flanagan. Shot clock at 14. Still plenty of time against that zone. They'll swing it quickly inside to Morgan. Morgan outside to King in the corner. Got 2 defenders in the air. Drives baseline. Forces it up. Missed it. Ball safe from going out of bounds. It will be Anderson basketball. Quickly the other way. Shot's going to be missed by Davidson. He'll go to the line for 2. That was a great save by Spellman at this end of the floor. Unfortunately, it went the other way. 22-20 Ravens.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Back here at Anderson University for this HCAC championship matchup. By the way, as Coach mentioned earlier, the Transylvania women got a scare in their championship game, but they pulled it out, so they will go to the NCAA tournament.
Stamp their ticket tonight.
That's all you got to do. That's the name of the game.
Now they watch Monday and see where they go, or maybe they be hosting.
Yeah, it could be. They are a very, very good basketball program, aren't they?
Not?
All right, we will go to the line. It'll be Rob Davidson. Davidson, again, the Defensive Player of the Year, was named to the honorable mention HCAC team this year. You have Ivanyo out of Valpo. He played at Morgan Township. Davidson out of Bishop Chatard. Troutman out of Ben Davis. Williams out of Fishers. You don't think they do a lot of scouting and recruiting in Indiana?
You got a Central Indiana team, don't you? Pretty close.
Yeah.
They've got to go up north.
Yep. Haven't even mentioned a little bit about Swan out of Tipton and Beverly out of Anderson. So now Franklin basketball, trailing it by 4. Down low, nice pass by Spellman. Got it inside to Morgan, and Morgan gets his first 2. He averages 11. Here's Ivanyo for 3, no good. He has been cold ever since that early start. Chance to tie or take the lead now for Franklin. Here's Spellman, lost it on the floor, 8th turnover. Back the other way we go. Troutman down the lane, and that was going to be blocked up against the backboard. Fans wanted a goaltending call, and it was awful close. So Franklin back once again. Morgan in the lane. The kick out. The 3 by Flanagan is no good. Rebound Morgan. King down the lane. Back to Morgan. Morgan traveled. Let me tell you what. Even at the Division III level, the game is so quick. If you don't catch and shoot, if you don't know how to do that, you'll never get a shot off.
No, because the defense is so much better.
Yeah. Now, they couldn't guard you and me, but other than that, everybody else is fair game. Here's a 3 on the way. Good! Elisha Moore, his first bucket of the ball game.
Let me tell you, they could guard me, knock me down, and I'm going to the hospital.
Back to a 5-point lead. Franklin has been playing behind since the beginning of the ball game when they were down by 9, but they've come back to tie a couple of times here in the first half. Lynn King, skip pass in the corner to Flanagan, guarded by Ivanyo. Flanagan drives and will go to the line for 2.
Tell you what, Flanagan is not afraid to go to the land of the Giants.
No, he's not. Well, and here's the other thing about it. He's smart enough to know that until my shot falls, I need to put the ball on the floor and go to the basket. Foul's going to go against Marco Beverly. That'll be his first. Flanagan, 2 points. He's out of Olney, Illinois.
Good kid. Talked to him before the game today.
He is one of 4 players that scores in double figures for Franklin. He had 19 against Rose-Hulman last night. One thing about it is different today as he hits the second is you're playing back-to-back.
Well, the turnaround is pretty quick.
Yeah, less than 24 hours. So a lot of players aren't used to that at this level anymore. 3-point lead, Ivanyo, the kick out, the 3 no good by Troutman, the tip up, twice. Nice job, Marco Beverly gets his first 2 on the offensive board.
Kept it alive twice.
Back to 5 as we come up on 5 minutes remaining. Lynn King out to Archie. Out on the top of that zone is Troutman. The shot fake by Beverly, the kick out, the 3 up and good. Malachi Archie has his first 3.
He did that a lot at Park Tudor High School, folks.
Lead at 2. Ravens basketball. This is Troutman to Ivanyo, back to Troutman. Franklin all man-to-man. Baseline drive by Swan. Gets cut off there. Shot clock at 10. The drive, the stop by Troutman. The kick, the 3 on the way. Ivanyo missed it again. Gets the offensive rebound, a fresh 20. Drive down the lane. Floaters on the way. No good by Swan. A whistle and a foul will go the other way. Looks like they may have gotten Elisha Moore on the foul. That's going to be his first.
The collision underneath, it was all that. That's when you start protecting yourself right there.
So now Franklin basketball down by 2. This is another opportunity for them to take the lead. A couple of times already in the first half, they turned the ball over when they had a chance to get that lead. Spellman's put in some big minutes. Nice pass to the inside. Reaching foul called on Davidson, and we'll go to the line.
That's going to be Davidson's second foul of the day.
Well, I'll tell you what, Spellman's a heck of a passer. Was he a quarterback at Center Grove?
He should have been.
That kind of passing. Cooper Matthews. First time to the free throw line.
4 points on the night so far. Looking for number 5.
Chance to tie with just over 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. We are tied at 29. Bryce Williams against Lynn King in the corner. Shot fake by Davidson and a push off the pass. That'll go against Lynn King, and that should be his first. And we've got a timeout on the floor. We're tied at 29. All under the 4-minute mark after the media timeout. Here is what has become a pretty much packed Anderson University complex, as we will name a winner after this. We won't name it, they'll earn it.
Yes, sir.
Boy, about this time of year, you've played almost 30 games. And the reward is to get a chance to go to the next level and see where you stand against some of the really good teams around the country.
Yeah, this is when you're on a coaching staff, you catch that second win.
Yeah.
You don't want the season to end now.
Yeah. Kind of reminds you a lot when you're in high school and you get down to the regular season, you get to sectional time.
Oh,
and
you're
excitement.
fired up. Yeah. Because you
don't
want to take off the jersey.
Yeah. You want it to keep going. So here is Rob Davidson at the line. He is 2 for 2. You holding up a 1-1, or are you going to hold up 11? See, I was confident enough I put both circles down without putting that plus in there because I knew he'd get them both.
I'm impressed.
Thank you. Davidson now with 5.
You notice I haven't used my board at all.
You have not used it at all. It is an impressive board, though.
Thank you. My favorite color.
It is. Lead back to 2. Ibanez still has not scored since early in this first half. They got to get him going offensively. Archie hit a big 3 moments ago. We'll find Matthews for 3, in and out. Boy, they've had a couple of those today.
Go all the way in and comes right back out.
Davidson with a rebound. Chance to build on a 2-point lead now for the Ravens. Davidson all the way to the baseline. Kicks out to Ibanez. Now it'll be Swan driving and a foul call. Really, they could have gotten Swan on a travel that time. Foul will go against, I believe, Cooper Matthews.
That's his 3rd.
And he's in foul trouble. Matthews, one of their better shooters from the outside, will sit down. And that'll bring to the free throw line Nolan Swan out of Tipton High School. I still think they ought to do college like they do high school now. When you get to 5, you shoot 2. Don't you agree? Now, I got you on the shot clock for high school one time. You didn't agree with me, and you changed your mind.
Now I do.
Now you do.
I think if they do, they need to change the quarters.
I do too. Change the quarters.
I play 12-minute quarters.
Yep. Franklin down by 4. The 3 on the way is good. Another big 3 by Malachi Archie. Averages 5.6. He's surpassed that now with 6. Ibanez on the drive. Left hand, no. He stays scoreless since that early 10 points he got in the first few minutes. Franklin, chance to take the lead. Spellman makes the catch. He's not much of a scorer. He backs his man down, got him in the air, off the glass, no good. And the rebound, Ibanez. A lot of contact underneath. So Ravens hold on to a 1-point lead. Ibanez in the lane, stops. The handoff, shot in the way, no good by Williams. Again, Franklin a chance to take the lead. That is Flanagan. Now to King. It'll be Archie again, this time way off the mark.
You forced that one.
Yeah, and he knew it. He looked at the bench. Davidson drives and scores. 2 minutes remaining first half. Back to a 3-point lead.
Davidson has 8.
Flanagan beyond the 3 will now find King. He and Flanagan playing catch. Flanagan gives it back to King, who drives. Archie, shot fake, pull-up jumper from 2 is no good. Ivano with a rebound. 2-on-2 break, back the other way. Gives it off, layup good. Bryce Williams, he has 6. Timeout on the floor by Franklin. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with a 5-point lead. Franklin, coach, they had a chance to take the lead, unable to do it, and that's been kind of the story in the first half. They just can't get over that hump.
Yeah. You would think you got to do a little bit more patient, maybe an extra pass or so.
So Ivano still with 10. I think that he had 10 in the first 5 minutes, but he has not scored since. Rob Davidson has 8. Troutman 6. Williams with 6. They lead the way for Anderson. Samples has 6 for Franklin. Matthews with 5, and Archie with 6. 4 points by Flanagan, all from the free throw line. So Franklin needed a timeout right there. They don't want this 5-point deficit to get any bigger. So they want to slow the pace down a little bit.
Not with 1:33 left in the half.
Zone again for the Ravens. With the basketball is Samples. Back to Flanagan. High post Morgan. Kicks it outside to Samples. Once again Flanagan. Quick release. Long. And the rebound Davidson. Coming up on a minute remaining. Ivano. Hands it off now to Leby. This is Williams. Williams the drive. Basket good. Williams has 8. Lead back to 7. Lob pass in the corner. Beverly back in the ball game. Inside now to Morgan. Ball loose. Picked up there by Spellman and knocked out of bounds. Good hustle by Ivano. So Spellman comes out of the lineup, and Jesse Ferris will come back in. Also coming in for Franklin will be Malachi Archie, and that'll give Jesse Morgan a break. 44.7 remaining here in the first half. Still wiping up some of the sweat on the floor. Samples helping out there, so now it'll be Franklin basketball, 14 on the shot clock. The zone extended beyond the 3. In the corner, Samples, back to Flanagan. Samples, quick release from 3, no good. Rebound by Davidson. 2 big rebounds in a row. Chance here for Franklin. They can get a stop, get the ball back. Chance to get it maybe one more time, but a timeout will be called by the Ravens before we do anything, and it'll be a 30-second timeout. They're going to try to draw something up here. I would imagine, Coach, if they can get a 3 here, you go in the locker room a 10-point lead, and they were only up by 1 moments ago.
Yeah, you take this 30-second timeout because if you don't take it, you lose it.
Yeah.
So you take this timeout, you set up a play, and you're right. 10 is a lot better than 7, right? Or 9.
Well, it's that mental thing, too. If I'm on the Franklin side, I had a chance to take the lead, and I didn't, and then all of a sudden I'm down by 10.
Now I have to. Now I got to get some energy level to get back to it to even.
Yeah. All right. Now, question is, who do you want to take this last shot? You have Ivano. Again, you got to get him going. I think somehow pretty quick here, so he can start rolling in that second half. It'd be great if you can get him the shot, and if he makes, you got some confidence again.
Me? I just want to score.
You don't care who?
I don't care who.
All right. Well, you got Williams.
Because I got all these people that can score.
Yeah.
I mean, if Troy Derigoski was on the floor,
it'd be me.
I pass it to everybody but Troy Derigoski.
Here's Bryce Williams. Williams, a first-teamer in the conference. Clock is under 10. Guarded out front, Beverly. Williams gets the screen. Tries to get it to Ibanez. Give and go. Williams. The kick out and the turnover. He was looking for Troutman.
I think they had it right, though.
Yeah.
Got to catch and shoot here.
Yeah, not enough, really. You got to get it toward the rim if you can. Yeah, so you can't get it off in time, though it looked good. We are at halftime. Anderson, 39, and Franklin, 32. Your thoughts about the first half?
Been a great first half. Very well played game. Clean game, if you will. Anderson, you're right. Franklin comes up. Could have come down a couple times down the floor and take the lead. Did not. And Anderson being as good as they did, collected their poise and jumped up to a 7-point lead. I think it's going to be an interesting second half. How much energy does Franklin have after playing really tough last night and then coming right back and playing tonight?
Well, their defense, speaking of Franklin, really going to have to pick up. I don't think you can give up another 39 points in the second half. And again, how many runs do you have left? As you mentioned, energy-wise, your legs got to be a little bit tired right now. How much do you have left going into that second half? That's going to be another big key.
Yep. All right, got two halftime guests. Jay Jones will be with us, and also the athletic director of Anderson University right after this 2-minute timeout.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, insulting referees,
threatening officials,
berating young umpires, learning the ropes,
violent language in the stands,
screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Back at halftime, 39-32. With us now is the world-famous athletic director of Anderson. Marci's with us. And Coach, it's so much fun to be back, come back here year after year. The things that you help with my program as a high school coach and now with IndianaSRN, thank you for everything you have done. You've done this a long time.
Well, I appreciate your compliment there, and you're welcome.
Talk a little bit about the winter season. It's been pretty successful. You're hosting everything. I think you're hosting everything today in Anderson, aren't you?
Well, the indoor track championships for the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, it's in our rotation, so it's our turn to host that. We're one of the 3 institutions in the conference that has an indoor track, but we do a great job with that, and we're excited to have it here today, and I believe it's going well. And then our men's basketball program, obviously the last couple of years, we're just super pleased and excited about how they're doing and the leadership of Coach Collins and everything that's happening there.
Talk a little bit about day to day. You have to put up you get the opportunity to do so many things. What makes Anderson University so popular and people want to come and do events here?
Yeah, I think we just do a really good job of hosting people. We want to meet the needs of our clients when they come here and have it be a great experience for them, and really take a lot of the tasks off their hands and let them come in and do their thing. And we're willing to put the work in if people want to show up and be here.
You've been here a long time. You coached here. What brings you back to work every day?
The people. Student athletes, great group of coaches who are really committed to this place and committed to their student athletes and growing the student athlete both on the court, in the field, and in their life and in the classroom. So, and just really, really quality student athletes that we're bringing onto campus as well.
Once again, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I mean, it was fantastic, and now coming back and get to do, we want to do a football game here.
I know.
So let's go. Let's get that done.
Yes.
And congratulations, and thanks for stopping by today.
Thank you.
And good luck on your track.
Yeah, thank you.
You bet. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. You bet.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Every person has a story waiting to be told. Mr. Jack comes in every Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
One day I noticed his hat said he was a Korean War veteran. I asked him if he'd ever been to the Korean War Memorial.
No, I never had a chance to go.
That was the day I knew we had to do whatever it took to get him there.
Manny made it happen. I got to go to Washington, D.C. to all the memorials. The World War II Memorial, Naval Memorial, Korean War Memorial. Took all kind of pictures and everything, and it was a good trip, too.
I'm glad that I could be a part of Mr. Jack's story.
Back at Anderson University, 39-32, good first half with us now. My good buddy, but the commissioner of the HCAC. Let's see if you can do better than Grace, huh?
Yeah, well.
Jay Jones is with us.
Yeah, no, Grace down at the women's game, and, you know, she's young. She's got all kinds of energy. It's early in her interview days, so she's, you know, still novelty there. Everybody's heard me before, Keith.
Track and field today. Talk about that. You and I got here about the same. Well, I think you might have beat me by an hour.
I don't know. We were both here early. Busy day over here at the field house at Anderson. They're doing a great job. Just, you know, at this level of athletics, our schools have to help us out. And today's a great example of what happens when the coaches, especially the track coaches, all bond together, make sure they have a great championship. Basketball coaches do what they're supposed to do. You were sitting with me at the end of shoot around and just, you know, Chris from Franklin, just class guy. And I said to you, you know, I love serving Division III student athletes and coaches because Coach Hamilton's shoot around's done. I don't even blow the horn. He gathers the guys, let's get together and go. And man, that's a lot of fun, but it's also over at track. You see a good example of the coaches working together.
I don't know if you heard this, though. Transy won today in the girls 69-62. Really close ball game throughout.
Yeah, you know, Transy's women's team has a really good team again. You know, I think that's 5 years in a row now. And I may be off one. They may be 6, but they, you know, they played a lot of close games this year and played around the second half. So hopefully they're going to go into the tournament and do some good things for us. But, yeah, good game down there in Lexington.
Our hearts are sad a little bit, too. Keith Hardman, a longtime friend of ours, and has done that championship for IndianaSRN and HCAC lost his father. We had a backup playing, but our hearts for him. I know he's watching both games with a sad heart tonight. But Keith, we really appreciate what you do.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers out to you, Keith. I didn't know that. You told me this morning and that had some complications there. So, yeah, that's tough. Great guy, helped Transy a lot, and again, part of the HCAC family. So.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about the spring season because it's already kicking off, right?
Yeah, we bounce right out of these championships, which are bundled in together, and then we'll go straight into the spring. Now, the sad thing about the spring so far is everybody knows how our weather's been around the Midwest here. I was talking to the softball coach here at Anderson yesterday. They've been outside twice. So Berea and Transy have gotten outside a few more times, but then that snow hit them, and they don't have the same kind of plow equipment as the rest of us.
I still say we play inside.
Yeah, that'd be fine with me.
Okay. The goal in a year or two, same, just keep everything under control. Let the teams do what they do. Right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's not. Maybe I should answer that and say you never want to regress.
Yes.
But man, I tell you what. Here's the thing, Keith. Is now in Division III, we're now using mathematical formulas to know where leagues rank, and what we can see is every single team is ranked in what we call the NCAA Power Index, or NPI. I said all along that if our league could get out of subjective committees making decisions, we'd get a lot more and on occasion maybe a third bid, but definitely two bids in some of our sports. We're already seeing that come to fruition, and I was just talking to the basketball coaches before the tournament here, and it's going to help us. And so that's what I hope, is that the league starts to get not only our AQ teams, but a second team in. Most of the tournaments in D3 have about 20 at-large bids, and I'd like to be one of the 20 leagues that gets a team in.
Well, we can do whatever you want us to do to help you do that.
Yeah, hey, you guys have helped a ton. I hope the families at home and the other folks watching appreciate what SRN brings to us and the level and quality of what you do. I know the coaches appreciate it. It helps them recruit. And when you look at track and field that's happening today and the coverage quality there, it is a huge help to the league, and I can't say thanks enough for the partnership. It's been a great one. Started about COVID time, and we're still going strong.
I still remember the phone call. I'm in my office. You go, are you kidding me? I have this, and this. And patience work.
Yeah. Well, we great people in the league, and the SRN partnership is a part of that. So I'm really, really pleased and appreciate what you guys do for us.
Enjoy the second half.
Yeah, I hope everybody home enjoys
I like
it.
your suite. I like your suite down there.
Yeah,
that's really nice.
I like it too.
Yeah.
All right,
we'll take a minute break. We'll be back with Troy after this.
Every person has a story waiting to be told. Mr. Jack comes in every Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
One day I noticed his hat said he was a Korean War veteran. I asked him if he'd ever been to the Korean War Memorial.
No, I never had a chance to go.
That was the day I knew we had to do whatever it took to get him there.
Manny made it happen. I got to go to Washington, D.C. to all the memorials. The World War II Memorial, Naval Memorial, Korean War Memorial. Took all kind of pictures and everything, and it was a good trip, too.
I'm glad that I could be a part of Mr. Jack's story.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back here at Anderson University. By the way, when the game is over today, they'll be announcing the all-tournament team. We will have votes in that. It's a secret ballot, so we can't tell you who we'll vote for, but after we're done, we'll have that on the air, and you can see the all-tournament team, and then we find out again Monday where they go. Is it Monday or Sunday?
I think it's Monday.
Okay.
I think it's Monday.
How is Jay, by the way?
Jay said that possibly could get two teams in this thing. I tell you what, Anderson has had a great year.
They have.
It would be a shame. I mean, we don't care who wins, but it would be a shame to see if Anderson loses here and they do not get in with the great year they had. But I tell you, Frankwood would deserve to get that bid well.
Yeah,
because both of these teams are very, very equal.
By the way, did anything stand out in the score sheet? Neither team shot really well.
Just balanced.
Yeah. I mean
32%, 37%. That's what stands out to me. Free throw shooting at 91% for Anderson, and Franklin at 100%. So, good first half of basketball.
The only one I don't like, if I were Franklin, 9 turnovers.
Yeah, 9 turnovers and about 4 points, 5 points.
Yeah.
And there's your 7-point victory lead.
Well, and I hate to keep beating a dead horse, but Jay and I were talking about this about Ivano. If he gets going, which you know he can, he's a streaky guy. If Franklin doesn't clamp down on him, it could be a really big trouble.
But he started hot, but he hasn't scored at late. So
he didn't score for like the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But he has 10. Rob Davidson has 8. 6 points by Troutman in the first half, 8 by Williams, so they've had other guys step up. Moore with 3, Beverly 2, and Swan with 2. Franklin led by Samples with 6, and Archie with 6. Ravens basketball to begin the second half of this championship matchup. Davidson drives, missed it, put back, no. Rebound Morgan.
Morgan has played pretty well this game.
Yeah, he's a force inside for sure. Not really a big body, but very strong. Here is King for 3, missed it. Rebound tipped by Morgan, saved it from going out of bounds, a fresh 20 on the shot clock. 3 on the way by Matthews, good. Matthews with 8. Back to a 4-point lead. This is Williams to Ivano, covered up there by King. The ball thrown to the outside, stolen away. Back the other way, easy layup, good by Flanagan, his first basket.
That might get Flanagan going.
I was going to say 6th turnover now by Anderson. Crossover by Williams. The kick out. Davidson, 3 on the way, no good. Long rebound tipped. Will head the other way. Flanagan lost it, and turnover. Flanagan a little bit too much that time. Tried to speed it up.
Got his legs in the way, right?
Yeah. So we'll head the other way, still a 2-point lead. That is Troutman off the glass.
Wow.
A little bit too high.
That ball was deflected.
Here come the Grizzlies, back the other way. Long range 3 is no good. Might have been a quick shot that time by Cooper Matthews. Now the Ravens. Quickly the other way. That'll be Williams. Williams, the crossover, got the defender in the air. Shot on the way, no good. As that one rims out.
They are 0 for 4.
Tough start for Anderson in the second half. Now,
look at this. Patience.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Patience. I got to catch my breath now. Good look at King. In the corner, now it'll be Flanagan. Flanagan to King. 4 on the shot clock. King from 16, no, and he's fouled out front. That'll go against Troutman. That might be the name of the game, Coach, here for the Grizzlies the rest of the way. Slow the tempo down.
There was a collision, face-to-face collision from Samples and King shaking up. Samples looks like he got a little red in his lip.
Well, nobody said this game was going to be easy sometimes, did they?
No.
Lynn King with 5 points to the line for the first time. Could be an early 6-0 and possibly 7-0 run. And they can tie this ball game. Anderson, major changes again. Elisha Moore checks in. Marco Beverly checks in, and Nolan Swan. It is not going to be an easy ride now for the Ravens, it appears, the rest of this ball game, as Franklin has come out on fire here in the second half, but missing it again. A chance to tie or take the lead, and the Grizzlies can't do it. Here's Ivanyo. Can't get the drive going. He'll give it off to King. Quick hitter in the corner. Three is missed by Moore, and it'll be rebounded by Archie. Franklin basketball. Down the lane. Scoop shot up and good. Matthews. And it's a 40-39 lead for Franklin, and a good crowd here from Franklin to see their team take the lead. This is Ivanyo. Can't find a lane to drive. Here's Moore. Back to Ivanyo in the corner. Spins.
Oh, nice. Smooth.
In the lane, left hand good. Finally on the board is Ivanyo.
And he asked the official for one.
Back to a Raven 1-point lead. Archie will give it off to Samples. Back to Archie. They're looking inside. They'll get it to King. Wide open. Three on the way in and out and missed as Samples had a good look. Here's Ivanyo across the timeline. In the lane, got bumped. They wanted to travel. No whistle. Rebound battled for. Goes off the hands of Morgan. I know the Franklin crowd wanted a foul or a travel there, but he got fouled too.
Yeah, they sure did.
Official underneath is telling Archie, no more.
No more hands. Leave the hands to yourself. I like that officiating.
Ivanyo will inbound. That's Beverly in the corner. Back to Ivanyo, the double team. Ivanyo throws it off the leg. Nope, they're going to say it was out of bounds. Turnover, Ravens. They are going after Ivanyo on that double team.
The official told him he stepped out of bounds. Good defense.
But Ivanyo says, I got bumped.
No such thing, son.
No. This is Archie. That zone defense being challenged here in the second half. Samples got trapped underneath, gets tied up. Woo! And Beverly going at it. You like the spirit in this one?
You bet.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. Ravens lead it by 1.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
You know, you listen to the huddle, and the coach says you got to be more aggressive. They came out more intense than you do. You got to come back and get hungry, and that's exactly right for Anderson.
Franklin has outscored the Ravens 8-2 to begin this second half. If you take a look at the Grizzlies huddle and their head coach, Chris Hamilton. Winner of this will go on to the NCAA tournament, the automatic bid, and then the loser will have to wait and see if they'll get an at-large.
Franklin has come out more aggressive. Well, it's going to be Franklin basketball.
Guess we don't have to worry about the legs so far for Franklin, do we?
Not yet.
They seem to be in pretty good shape. Shot fake, up and good inside Jesse Morgan.
Got 4. And now they're up by 1 again.
Ivanyo, player of the year, got fouled on this one. I think if I'm Franklin, I continue to be aggressive against him the rest of the night.
See if you can get frustrated a little bit.
Yeah. Foul's going to be on Lynn King, I believe, and that's just his first. This is Bryce Williams. Once again, Davidson to Williams. Ivanyo can't find a driving lane again. He got bumped out front there by King. The cut to the basket. Williams off the glass, good, and he's fouled. Bryce Williams coming up big. And he'll go to the line. He has 10. Foul will be called against Malachi Archie, his first.
Tell you what, the extra bump down there cost a three-point play.
So now Williams 0 for 1 from the line, 0 for 2. Ball is tipped. Laby got a hand on it. Ravens lead it by 1. See how the Grizzlies will attack this time. That zone defense staying out above the three-point line. Nice pass inside to King. Off the glass, good. That's a power move right there by Lynn King.
And use the opposite hand for the basket.
44-43 Franklin. The defending champion Ravens getting a test right now. Ibanyo outside to Swan, who will drive. Lost it. Now gets it to Williams. Shot clock is at 10. Williams drives and missed it.
A little bit of contact there, no whistle.
Carter Collins telling the official there should have been a foul call. Now, Franklin can extend that 1-point lead. Samples, 6 points, all coming early in the first half, has not scored since. Here's King. King fires from 3, missed it. Long rebound, pulled down by Flanagan. They'll get an extra 20. Here's a long-range 3. Flanagan, good.
That's in the next county.
9 by Flanagan. It's a 4-point lead by Franklin. The Anderson crowd getting a little nervous. Ibanyo launches himself and missed it. Rebound Samples. Ravens 1 and done. And now Franklin slows it down again. This was what they did early here in the second half. Kick in the corner, quick release, no good on the 3. Rebounded by Morgan. Here's Flanagan. Boy, you gotta love offensive rebounding. Malachi, pull-up shot, no good. Rebound again by King. Flanagan, and we've got a whistle. I'm not sure what
they reset the shot clock, and they shouldn't have.
Oh, and they put it at 2 now. Coming back in the ball game will be Will Spellman.
I tell you what, that underneath official on top of that very quickly.
So they have 2 seconds now, 13:05 to go. The kick in the corner, 3 on the way, no good by Flanagan. And the rebound, Spellman had it, taken away by Swan. 2-on-1 break. Ibanyo basket good, and a foul on Archie, and it will be an intentional foul. Grabbed him on the way up. And now you may see a big turn of events. Take another look at it.
They're going to go to the monitor.
Well, then the question is, it's down to a flagrant 1, flagrant 2. The head coach for Franklin, Chris Hamilton, has now removed the jacket because he's not a happy camper. I would think in that one be a flagrant 2 instead of a 1.
See the officials now looking at the monitor. Replay.
Can we see that again? Do you mind? Because I think the way he grabbed him, but it wasn't so bad that it was going to be. See, he grabs him here, and then he tries to block it, and he let go. I think that'd be a flagrant 2.
I think you're right.
Now, if he'd have slammed him down to the floor, that might have been a different story.
Let's reset everything. There's the score there. What I like is they got together, they looked at the replay. The monitor is still up, so they can go back and watch it. Good job by our guy, our director, huh?
Well, he got a parking spot closer than I did, so he should do a better job, right? I had to walk a long way to get here. Didn't he say he had a valet as well?
Common foul.
Well, they won't even go flagrant then. So Ivanyo's just going to go to the line for one.
He's got 4 this half. And a lot of that is he's going inside to get those points.
Yeah. Chance to pull the Ravens to within 1. He is perfect from the free throw line. So back to 1-point lead. We'll see if Franklin will continue to slow it down in the half court. They keep Spellman inside. They flash 2. Shot is on the way, no good by Samples. Here come the Ravens. They can score often and quickly. Pull-up shot by Moore, no good. Rebounded by Beverly. Ivanyo draws a crowd back to Beverly. The kick out. It'll be Davidson. He's double teamed. Once again, Beverly. Shot clock at 7. Taking a look. Here's the 3 on the way, no good by Ivanyo. And we have stepping on the line is Samples. Chris Hamilton thought he got pushed. Cooper Matthews coming back in. That'll put Samples to the bench. Fresh 20 on the shot clock here for the Ravens. Ivanyo will inbound. This is Troutman. Once again, Beverly. Clock is coming up on 12. 9 on the shot clock. And a foul call against Franklin. Looks like they're going to get Lynn King. Timeout on the floor. Franklin leads it by 1.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Take a look at the Ravens huddle as they trail it by 1. Ravens this year 14-1 at home. Last time they played Franklin here, they won at 77-62. Here we come after the timeout. It'll be Ravens basketball after the offensive rebound. They get a fresh 20. Ivanyo will inbound. And a lot of times you like to get him a shot off this inbound. They will not. It'll be Troutman for 3. Missed it. Ivanyo, the offensive rebound, and a whistle and a traveling call. There was a lot of contact underneath. I'll tell you what, if you're Coach Collins, you can't be happy about that call.
No.
Or non-call or whatever you want to call it. I thought there was a lot of contact there. Spellman off the high post. Out to Flanagan for 3, good. Flanagan 8 in the second half, 4-point lead. Ivanyo down low, it'll be Beverly. The kick out, Troutman, once again to Davidson. Beverly a little bit out of his range to give it back to Ivanyo. Troutman. Davidson, the drive, basket good.
Love it.
Rob Davidson in double figures now with 10. You know, that might be their best bet for Anderson right now, Coach, is to drive and get to the rim.
Yeah, because the outside shooting is not there.
No, it is not. They were hitting some threes in the first half, but not in the second half so far. Spellman picks up the foul. Davidson hits the free throw. He has 11. Still down by 1. What we saw in the first half where Franklin couldn't get the lead. Now we're seeing Anderson having a struggle getting the lead back. Franklin attacks inside. It'll be King. And we have a foul call against Davidson, his third.
You got to keep him in the game.
Yeah, he's your defensive player of the year. They'll inbound into the backcourt. Malachi Archie had 2 threes in the first half, has not scored since. Coming up on the halfway point of this second half. Looking inside to Jesse Morgan. Nothing there. The drive down the lane. Jump ball here. Possession arrow will be in favor of, got to separate these guys first. Possession arrow in favor of the Ravens.
Almost looks like a WWE move, right? Both of them holding on the ball. You let go. No, you let go. No, you let go.
All right, chance for the Ravens to take the lead. It's going to be a battle. The last 10, 27. Davidson cut off on the baseline off the drive. Williams will find Swan. He stops. Swan nowhere to go. Off to Williams. He got away with a shove. Basket good by Williams. Matthews is like, wait a minute. No wonder I can't guard him. Now the Ravens lead it by 1. Question now is, Coach, do they call this a little closer down the stretch?
No, you got to let him play. You got to let him play.
All right. Nice ball movement. Layup good. Matthews. Back to a 1-point lead. Williams. Now to Swan. Off the spin. Draws the double team. Wide open Williams. Can't get it to go. Rebound inside by Morgan. Chance to build on the lead. By the way, Franklin has really cut down on the turnovers, only 2 in the second half. 9 in the first half. I think slowing it down has been a big key for them. Archie, 6 on the shot clock, forcing up the shot. Flanagan, no call there. Back there the way we go. Ivanya got a little push from Flanagan from behind. Ivanya lost it. Too much dribbling that time.
Yep, both sides, both ends.
I don't think we're going to get up in the 80s in this one, do you?
I don't think so.
Franklin wisely slows it down again. Lynn King can play on the outside. He can shoot the basketball. Once again, it'll be Archie. Here is King for 3. No good. High for the rebound, Williams. Williams out on the break, wasting no time. He goes down, and a whistle and a foul on the floor. He collided with Lynn King, but the foul's going to go against Malachi Archie, his third. Jesse Ferris coming back in for Franklin.
Coach Carter got a quick 30-second timeout while the ball was being out of dead ball.
Well, who's going to get gassed first here, huh?
Man, I tell you what, they're playing hard.
Williams, wide open 3, missed it. You can tell when you get a little tired, the shots don't fall.
Yeah, legs have got a little loose.
Ball loose, stolen away by Williams. Ivano driving to the baseline against Spellman. The kick out. Davidson down the lane. foul call against Morgan. I still think that's going to be the key for both these teams. You're so tired now, you can't rely on the outside shot. Timeout on the floor. Anderson, Franklin. Franklin leads it by 1.
Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Well, 7:58 to go, and right now Franklin leads it by 1. By the way, Braden Flanagan, 8 points in the second half, 8 by Cooper Matthews. On the other side, Bryce Williams 4, Ivanyo with 5, and Davidson with 3. It has been a very physical game. You go to the basket, you better be really, really strong.
Might want to have your insurance too.
Yeah, update it just in case.
My.
Rob Davidson, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Chance to give the Ravens the lead. Played his high school basketball, as Coach mentioned, at Bishop Chatard. They always play a very good schedule. Second one missed. So we'll tie it at 52. Flanagan receives it back once again from Matthews. Flanagan starts to penetrate. Back in the ball game is Spellman. Here's a 3 on the way, no good by Matthews. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Davidson.
We set the shot clock to 20.
Kenny Troutman back in. They could use some points out of Troutman. 6 points in the ball game. Lynn King is back in. So we're going to see the starters get a lot of minutes here down the stretch. Trapped in the corner is Flanagan. Morgan got the defender in the air. Morgan's got to get rid of it. Does so now to King. King on the drive. 4 on the shot clock. Turnover. Pass intended for Samples. Ravens basketball. They'll go underneath. Here is Beverly. Got away with a travel. Swan back out. Ivanyo wide open. Missed another one. And a rebounding foul called against Elisha Moore. And Ivanyo just is not hitting the three-pointers today. He had 1 in the first half. That's been it.
Well, the defense had been so aggressive that you got to get rid of the ball a little bit faster than normal.
Yep. Cooper Matthews. They'll slow it down in the half court again. This has been the key right now for Franklin. Entry pass, turnover, number 14. You're going to have to be much better with a pass in your angles. Swan on the drive. Fadeaway shot, got the roll. Nolan Swan with 4. Ravens lead it by 2. It's getting close to crunch time. And Franklin will get a 30-second timeout right here. It has certainly been a heck of a championship game. It kind of goes back to what we said earlier, Coach, is that when you play a team 3 times, so many adjustments are made by that third game. You know full well, generally, it's going to be a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, and you know, the way these two teams have played tonight has been outstanding.
And it's all about adjustments. You know, you and I talked about this during the regular season, some of the games we covered, that you play in the regular season, you get to tournament play, you made so many adjustments The teams get upset in tournament play because of that.
And again, though, you played this team twice.
Yeah.
You played your conference. I tell you what, you think this game is rough. The conference is this way.
Yeah.
They let you play in the Heartland Conference.
So it ended up being a full timeout. They had actually originally showed a 30.
Converts to a full and converts to the media, so I don't think we'll have our under 5.
All right. Maybe. Who knows?
Rules changed a lot since I officiated in this league.
Yeah.
I tell you what, when I officiated in this league, it wasn't this aggressive.
You made sure of it, didn't you?
I did my best.
Yes, there you go. All right, here we go. Grizzlies basketball. 14 on the shot clock. King lost it. And then a scramble for the basketball. Got to be careful here. You don't get somebody tossed. So it will be Franklin ball, but they're going to lose the possession arrow.
Now the shot clock stays at 8, correct? Because they maintained the possession.
That's right.
And now they're going to kick it out at the top of the key.
Actually, I think that should have been underneath because the jump ball was inside the three-point line. But they're going to take it nonetheless. They'll dump it down low. Ball on the floor, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jesse Ferris. He did not have a very good look at that ball.
And he was losing his balance. He hit the floor. It's not because of the defense. Well, there was defense, but it was not the physical.
So now the Ravens can build on a 2-point lead. We're under 6 minutes. Nice spin in the lane. The finish, no, by Troutman. Here come the Grizzlies. Ferris driving to the basket, layup good.
Nothing was going to stop him.
Tied at 54. Ivanyo will find Troutman. He's been quiet tonight. Good look here at Marco Beverly. Ivanyo, and a foul call on Ferris. We will go to the line. Changes both ways. 3 coming in for the Ravens. Get some fresh legs and keep those guys rotating. Ivanyo, perfect at the line here tonight. 15 points for the player of the year in the conference. Well, they had to have Williams step up. They had to have Davidson step up in scoring.
Davis has done that.
Yeah. Ivanyo, second one good. 2-point lead. Hide the women and children, coach, because this could be a fun one down the stretch. Ball loose, almost stolen away. Blocked shot by Davidson, the defensive player of the year in the corner on Flanagan.
And again, Flanagan has to quick.
Very quick release. The entry to King, jumper good. Lynn King. He's in double figures with 10. Quickly the other way, Swan down the lane. Dumps underneath. The kick out and around. Williams, good ball movement. Swan, wide open 3, no good. Coming up with it, Ivanyo. He got hammered, hits the floor hard. It'll be Samples picking up his 3rd. Ivanyo hit his head. Boy, down underneath, you see Lynn King trying to say, wait a minute, I got hooked. Well, there's no doubt about that one.
Oh!
Ow.
Did he hit his head hard?
So Ivanyo at the line, 2 free throws here. Quietly putting some points on the board here in the second half.
Free throw shooting has helped him a lot.
Yep. When he missed the second one. Under 5. Got to be active defensively here if you're the Ravens, but don't get out of position. Reaching foul called. I think they got Ivanyo. Nope, they're going to get 22 Williams. Only the 4th team foul. Spellman back in. Coming out will be Archie. This will give the Grizzlies a little more rebounding underneath with Spellman. Love watching the movement without the basketball right here. 10 on the shot clock. Quick release by Flanagan. No. Rebounded by Samples. Samples inside. Block shot. On the block was Bullock. Ivanyo. Off now to Williams. Coming up on 4. Williams drives. Nothing there. Turning it over is Swan. Back the other way. Layup good. Nice job running the floor by Samples. And now Franklin leads it by 1.
Under 3:45.
Crowd very loud now. Oh! 10th turnover by the Ravens. Timeout on the floor. Franklin leads it by 1.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back here at Anderson, it has been an exciting championship game. Fans, in fact, in many places up on their feet.
This place is almost sold out.
Yeah. A lot of fans standing down around the railing area, which will cause problems for Franklin if you're an Anderson fan. You want to try to throw them off when they're shooting. It'll be Grizzlies basketball. Coming up on 3.5 minutes. Who's going to clamp down on who in the final 3:30? King. It'll be Matthews. Back to King in the corner. Flanagan, shot fake, pull-up shot, good! We told you he needed to come up big, and he has. 4-point lead. The drive by Williams. Scoop shot up and no good. Rebounded and then taken away by Williams. Fresh 20, Williams. Davidson drives, reverse layup, no good, and he's fouled. Davidson back to the line for 2. Foul called against Spellman, his second. Boy, and Spellman almost had a big rebound that last possession.
Had to hang on to the ball.
Yep. Another missed free throw for Anderson. Ivanyo missed one, now Davidson missed one.
Now you got to block out.
Davidson gets the second.
You got to stay on this hard.
Still a one-possession game. Right now the hot hand has been Flanagan, 11 points in the second half. This is King. This slow down tempo has helped them a lot. They cut down on the turnovers big time. Samples drives, back to Flanagan. Flanagan to King. Shot on the way, no good. And ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Franklin. It'll be Raven basketball with 2:26 to go.
Would have been a shot clock violation if not.
All right, here come the Ravens. Williams gets it back once again from Troutman. The drive and a foul call on the floor. And I think they got Cooper Matthews, and that should be number 4 on Matthews. But now big free throws here by Bryce Williams. I don't know how we're going to get our ballot in on time, do you?
I don't think we are. Missed free throw.
That is now 4 missed free throws in the last several possessions, 5 overall in the quarter. Second one is good. Williams has 13. Lead still at 2 as we come up on 2 minutes. This is Matthews. Williams had extended that zone. That'll be King. Only Spellman underneath the three-point line. Spellman started to go up. Left hand good. Will Spellman.
Big point, big point.
Big time. Ivanyo lost it. Turnover. Fast break the other way. Dunking it is Matthews. And the Grizzlies celebrating right now. It'll be a 30-second timeout for the Ravens. Take a look at the turnover. Just took his eye off the ball. And then great hustle to get on the floor after the basketball and the finish. It's going to turn into a full timeout. Ravens, well, they're going to keep it at a 30. Ravens started to sit down, or I should say Franklin started to sit down.
If there was a media timeout left, it would have stayed as a full, stays at a 30. They have 2 timeouts left. Anderson has been here before. Franklin has been here several times.
Yes. The drive by Williams. Here's Davidson. Davidson down the lane. Can't get it to go. Rebound battled for. Ivanyo picks it up in the corner. Minute 18 to go. A 2-possession game. Williams lobs down underneath. Davidson gets trapped, and a foul call against Franklin will send Davidson to the line. Foul called against Samples. That's his 4th. One more. Still will be a 2-possession game.
You got to hang on to the basketball. Here comes the press.
In the corner's King. King calls a timeout, wisely so. 1:07 remaining. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Franklin has 1 timeout remaining. 2. We are filling out our ballot. We put it in pencil just in case. Was to be it. Big win for Franklin to get to the NCAA tournament. Anderson, no doubt the favorite coming in. One loss at home. Here's the press. Flanagan, that's a good call. They get Kenny Troutman. So that will be, they're going to reset the shot clock
to 30. That's a good call.
Well, this favors Franklin, too, to get it to 30. The trap in the backcourt. Samples, able to get it across the timeline. Here's Matthews. Now how long does Anderson wait? Again, 2-possession game. 14 on the shot clock and counting, down to 10. It'll be a difference of 34 seconds. King. Inside pass. Shot on the way is no good by Matthews. Ravens basketball. They'll have to hurry. Williams down the lane. Good. Timeout. Franklin.
Shot clock off.
So now you have 27.5 to go. Boy, this is going to get interesting here. What do you want to do?
Well,
if you're the Ravens, do you foul immediately?
Well, you got time. You got fouls.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So you got 2 to give before they get into bonus. How much time do you let them take off the clock?
Well, I'd foul it right away. I'm not so sure if they get it in. I'm going to certainly try to deny everything. If you don't get a steal, then you've got to foul. Off the inbound, King will find Samples. Flanagan back to Samples, and he gets it across the timeline. Samples gets fouled with 20.6. One more. And then that'll put Franklin at the line, and they can pretty much seal it with a couple of free throws. Ivanyo fouling Flanagan. Tell you what, Braden Flanagan, for a guy who started out slow today, what a second half he has had.
Yes.
Ivanyo picks up his first. Big free throws. Coming in the lineup will be Nolan Swan because they'll need a three-point shooter. Beverly is out. The Franklin fans here will erupt if they win this. Timeout, Anderson. The other question, Coach, as you talked about it at halftime, no, they only had a sub there. If you don't win this, Anderson, will they get an at-large? You think they would.
You would think so.
But you don't want to let somebody else decide for you. Williams will find Troutman for three. No good. Rebounded by King. And Franklin smelling a win now. They fell down by 9 in the first half, down by 7 at halftime. It just didn't seem like they were going to be able to get over that hump all night long, but they slowed down the tempo in the second half, and now a chance to win it. Still is a two-possession game as Lane King for the one in bonus, and he got the one that really mattered.
Now you don't foul,
no,
and you let them come down to 4 and score.
Yep.
Now the only thing is the clock does stop if they make the basket.
Get it back inbounds quickly. Missed it. Could be an advantage. Still two-possession game.
Don't
Williams, kick out. Davidson for three. Got it. 3.4. Big bucket by Rob Davidson. And just like that, it is back to a 2-point game. You talk about a clutch shot. Rob Davidson. 18 points tonight by Davidson. 18 tonight by Ivano. Williams, 14 points.
I mean, the big guys came to play.
Yeah. Tonight by Braden Flanagan, but 13 of those coming in the second half. Samples with 8. King in the first half had 5. He has 11. 4 points so far tonight by Morgan. Cooper Matthews ends up with 15 points. He had a good second half. Spellman had that big bucket in the lane. He has 4. Ferris has 4.
And if you look at Spellman, when he scored that gave them that 5-point lead.
It did. And nobody thought he was going to shoot it either,
no.
Especially us. But he did it with the left hand. All right, big inbound right here. 3.6. Got to get somebody open. And a foul called against the Ravens. They're going to get Davidson. He grabbed Samples, tried to disguise it as an offensive foul. So now Samples at the line for the 1 and bonus. Hits them both. It's pretty much over. That'll be again a 2-possession lead with 3.6 to go. All the fans hanging around to see the end of this one for sure. Got it.
I think there's people from the track meet that has snuck over because I see track stars.
Number 2. That'll seal it. And they turn it over on the inbound. Anderson fans now heading to the exits.
Got to move the commissioner out of the way.
The inbound to King, fouled immediately. Ivano picks up his second. So here is King at the line. He has 11 tonight. He's not really shot that well from the line, but right now with 2.7 to go, he really doesn't have any pressure on him at all. He'll get 2 shots here.
Man, what a game.
Yep, this one's over. Got them both. Final shot. Franklin, your HCAC men's basketball champions. And what a celebration it is. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. The all-tournament team will be announced coming up in a moment here on HCAC TV. Well, they're your champions of the HCAC men's basketball tournament, and we are joined now by head coach Chris Hamilton. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Listen, I know, hard fought. I mean, that's just not even, that's the most obvious thing.
Right.
But your kids deserve so much credit. It didn't seem like you were going to get over the hump, but you kept fighting all night long.
Well, I think that's exactly why I couldn't be more proud of when you watch this on the screen. All right, like nobody cares who got the credit.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's something that's a testament to this team. I mean, you got 5 guys that averaged double figures.
Yeah.
You know, not bad for a team that was predicted 6th preseason.
Yeah.
And we had nobody on this team that got first team all conference.
Yeah.
And yet all of them, right, all halftime they were saying like, man, can you just imagine how much pressure they're going to feel once we see 1 or 2 go in?
Yeah.
Right, and that is an embodiment of what the culture we've been trying to build. It's a testament to the campus. It's a testament to the community. You know, and so I think when you look at 7 seniors, you know, that laid it all on the line, you got a lot of guys in there that may get more minutes at other programs. And I just could not be more proud of the fact that they decided to put Franklin on their chest. And you could feel that, I think. I think you really could.
What was the difference in the first half to the second half? I know you had 9 turnovers in the first half. You fell down by 9 early. It was down by 7 at halftime. But it seemed like you kind of slowed the pace down a little bit. Turnovers cut down, and it seemed like your offense really started to pick up more.
Yeah, I think anytime, obviously, when you see the ball go in, you know, it gives a lot of guys some confidence. But, I mean, at halftime, all we just kept saying was that, you know, if they're able to get at you individually, I mean, they are a heck of a team.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Carter Collins, there's a reason why, right, it's almost impossible to beat these guys here.
Yeah.
Right, because they do such a good job of putting pressure on you, putting pressure on the officials, right, and then just putting pressure on your team chemistry. You know, about are we going to be able to help each other, or are we going to be worried about getting back cut? Or if I help and that guy hits a 3. And I just think, again, it's a testament to the guys on the floor. You know, it's you know, I'm almost at a loss for words of just how much that these guys, they decided to not care if they got scored on.
Yeah.
It was we were getting scored on.
Yeah.
And I think when you look at the second half percentages, I mean, we held them to 29% shooting, 1 of 13 from 3.
Yeah.
You know, that doesn't happen if you don't have what we say multiple efforts.
Yeah.
You know, like you can have a great effort on the ball, but once the ball moves with this team, I mean, you got to be ready to guard 5 orange jerseys, right? Not just 1.
I know when you get back downstairs to celebrate with your team, but I think the biggest key is when you took the jacket off. Is that maybe what it was?
It's kind of become a thing around campus. If I get mad enough in the second half, I'll take it off. So, but no, I think the crew did a good job. All right, Mike, and Chris. I mean, you know, I had those guys a lot of times, and they're always receptive to being able to talk to you. But there's a few times I got a little upset, so I took the jacket off.
Congratulations, great win, Coach. Good luck in the tournament. Okay.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, Coach Kyle Hamilton joining us here at the post game as the Franklin College Grizzlies win it tonight, 72-66. Franklin on their way now to the NCAA Division III tournament. They improved their record to 21-7. Now Anderson will have to wait and see if they'll get an invitation as they fall to 22-6. But what a gutsy win!
Just the merit of winning this conference and having the record they had, and the way this tournament was fantastic. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, you'll have the public address announcer. Well, we may do that right now because we're going to have awards for you. Public address announcer will take it over for us.
Bryce